Shalom, shalom. Halayla Tawab, which is good night. Anaknawa, a Barish Allah, Walakim La'atham. Call Shabawai Baharacha, Wakaksha, Yahweh Bahasham, Yahushua Ma'amath, which is truly, hey, with the Hebrew Israelites coming to you week in and week out through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bahasham, Yahushua to preach to you so called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, West Indians, Haitians, and Israelite foreigners, Nachamatham, Kaya Malakwatha Shemayim Korab. Repent, yea, for the kingdom of heaven is at hand. Call Halayim La, Yahweh Bahasham, Yahushua Bahasham Chah Kodash. Wamashana, Kabadim Zukaim Nawu, Wamalaakim, Shoya Shala Zukaim, Chagarawa, Wachasa, Washalamam, Wabarakim, Laha, Bacharim, Shahakawasha Shalom. I saw all praise to the Most High Yahweh, which means he exists. Bahasham in the name Yahweh Shai delivers. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Israel, the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, mercy, peace, and blessings to the elect of the nation of Israel, Shalom, which means peace. So this is an article in RT. It reads, it says, Terminator director says, I warn you. The Hollywood filmmaker warned of a nuclear arms race in artificial intelligence, which there is a nuclear arms race, so to speak. All right, then also, AI is super prevalent, like currently. I'm gonna get a quick precept. This is Ezekiel chapter 21 and verse 9. It says, Son of man, prophesy and say, thus saith the Lord. Say a sword is sharpened and also furbished. All right, when you sharpening something, you pretty much preparing it for war. All right, and that's what these nukes are likened to. All right, that sword, and it's being prepared. All right, that's why we see these different nations arming up. You know, you go into the scriptures, it talks about, it says pretty much beat beat the plowshares into pruning hooks, or beat the pruning hooks into plowshares. Actually, let me get that. This is Joel Yahweh Allah, chapter 3, and we're gonna start at verse 9. It says, proclaim, yea, this among the Gentiles, prepare war, wake up the mighty men, let all the men of war draw near, let them come up, beat your plowshares into swords, and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I am strong. Hey, so pretty much the weak, the nations that, I'm gonna keep going. It says, assemble yourselves and come all ye heathen, and gather yourselves together round about, thither cause thy mighty ones to come down, O Lord. Let the heathen be awakened, be awakened, and come up to the valley of Yahweh Shaphat. For there will I sit to judge all the heathen round about. All right, so pretty much those nations, the ones that were once weak, you know, they're strong because they got the same button, those nukes. All right, now going back, let's go to Ezekiel chapter 21 and verse 10. It says, it is sharpened to make a sore slaughter. It is furbished that it make glitter. Should we then make mirth? All right, it's sharpened to make a sore slaughter. The scriptures say, for many great miseries shall be done to those that dwell in the latter times, roughly paraphrasing. There's going to be a lot of death, you see, because people are walking in great pride. All right. Continuing on, I'm going to go back to that article. Let's see. I'm actually get a precept too. All right, going back to this article. So it reads, Canadian film director James Cameron said his 1984 sci-fi blockbuster, The Terminator, should have served as a warning about the dangers of AI and the weaponization of emerging tech could have disastrous consequences. Speaking to CTV News for an interview on Tuesday, the award-winning director was asked whether he believes artificial intelligence could someday bring the extinction of humanity, a fear raised even by some industry leaders. It says that's pretty much Esau's MO. You know, he wants to have a world filled with like AI. You know, that's why you got so that's why you see a rise in things being digital. You know, going into the stores and stuff like that. You'll see in the stores, they got more so automated cashiers. All right, and that's because Esau wants to put he wants to have a society of AI, pretty much filled with AI. It says, I absolutely shared this. I absolutely shared their concern. I warned you guys in 1984, and you didn't listen. He said, referring to his film, The Terminator, which revolves around a cybernetic assassin created by an intelligent supercomputer known as Skynet. Cameron went on to warn the weaponization of AI is the biggest danger, adding, I think that we will get into the equivalent of a nuclear arms race with AI, and if we don't build it, the other guys are for sure going to build it, so then it'll escalate. And in the event artificial intelligence is deployed on the battlefield, computers may move so quickly that humans can no longer intercede. The director said arguing such technology would leave no time for peace talks or an armistice. When you're dealing with the potential of it escalating to nuclear warfare, de-escalation is the name of the game, having that pause at timeout. But will they do that? The AIs will not. Cameron continued. The famed filmmaker has issued similar warnings in the past, saying that while AI can be pretty great, it could also literally be the end of the world. He even went as far as to say that an AI could have taken over the world and already be manipulating it, but we just don't know, speculating that sentient computers would have total control over all media and everything. And that's pretty much what Esau wants. It says, though the tech has yet to achieve world domination, some leading experts have also sounded alarms about artificial intelligence. Earlier this year, AI giants, including OpenAI and Google's DeepMind, joined academics, lawmakers, and entrepreneurs. And pretty much why Esau wants to do this, because he's doing the AI, but then also he's going to tie it in with that charagma, right? Because he wants total control. And that's pretty much what this guy's getting into in this article, total control. So he says we would have total control over all media and everything. All right, continuing on, it says, It says lawmakers and entrepreneurs to issue a statement calling to mitigate the risk of extinction from AI, saying it should be a global priority alongside other societal scale risks such as pandemics and nuclear war. A similar open letter published last March urged for a 6-month pause on training of powerful AI systems, saying they should be developed only once we are confident that their effects will be positive and their risks will be manageable. Signed by more than 1,000 experts and executives, including Elon Musk and Apple co-founder Steve Wozniak. The statement warned that AI could pose profound risk to society and humanity. All right, and again, this is what the so-called white man wants. So let's get some precepts. This is 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, and we'll start at verse 1. It says, now we beseech you, brethren, by the coming of our Lord Hamashiach Yahushua, and by the gathering together unto him, that ye be not soon shaken in mind or be troubled, neither by spirit nor by word nor by letter as from us, as that day of Hamashiach. As that day of Hamashiach is at hand. Let no man deceive you by any means, for the day shall not come except there come a falling away first, which we fell away. It says, in that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition, who is Esau Edom. You see, it's his time to be revealed, and he's being revealed. You see, the Lord is making him bare. All right, he's being exposed. It says, who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called the Most High, or that is worshipped, so that he as the Most High sitteth in the temple of the Most High, showing himself that he is the Most High. All right, and how does he do this? Let's get a couple precepts. This is Isaiah Yeshaya chapter 29, verse 16, because it says opposeth everything that has to do with the Most High. Roughly paraphrasing, it says, surely your turning of things upside down shall be esteemed as the potter's clay. For shall the work say of him that made it, he made me not, or shall the thing framed say of him that made him? So thing framed say of him that framed it, he had no understanding. All right. And that's pretty much Esau Edom. He turned everything upside down. He has the earth mourning. Let's get another one. This is Psalms Tahalium chapter 10 and verse 4. It says, the wicked through the pride of his countenance, and the wicked is actually a nation of people. It says, the wicked through the pride of his countenance would not seek after the Most High. the Most High is not in all of his thoughts. All right. So being that the Most High is not in any of their thoughts, pretty much they're gonna be going off of their own vain opinions and their own will, their own strength. All right. So they're gonna move opposite of the Lord. All right. That's why it says, going back to this, 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 and verse 4, who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called the Most High. You see, because the earth was given into the hand of the wicked, he covered the faces. All right, so he covered the faces of the judges thereof. All right, who is the Most High Yahweh Bahasha. So like, first and foremost, Yahweh Yahweh Shah. All right, and then the Israelites. All right, and this devil has also covered the angels. All right. So that's opposing opposing the Lord. I'm gonna read it again. It says, who opposeth and exalted himself above all that is called the Most High, or that is worshipped, so that he as the Most High sitteth in the temple of the Most High, showing himself that he is the Most High. And how does he do this? He pushes things that verse to the scriptures. He says, don't worry about what's in the scriptures. This is the law of the land. You see, he'll push his agenda versus doing what's actually right. All right. I'm going to continue on. It says, remember ye not that when I was yet with you, I told you these things, and now ye know what withholdeth. And now ye know what withholdeth, that he might be revealed in his time. And this is his time to be revealed. It says, for the mystery of iniquity doeth already work. Only he who now letteth will let, until he be taken out of the way. All right. So Esau was able to, carry out his wickedness. All right. But now we coming up into the time to where he's about to be taken out of the way. He's coming out of power. I'm gonna get a quick precept. This is Yeshaya, Isaiah chapter 47 and verse 1. It says, come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon, sit on the ground, there is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate. All right, and this is going into Babylon the Great, you see. But Esau also as a whole is going down as well. All right. I'm going to go back to 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 and verse 7, because it says, until he be taken out of the way. Now it's his time for him to be taken out of the way. You see, the Lord is taking that rulership seat from him. Going back to Isaiah 47 and 1. Now, again, chiefly that's going into Babylon, you see, but there isn't going to be a throne for Esau, Edom in general. All right, verse 8. And then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. All right. It says, and then shall that wicked be revealed. He's being revealed. It says, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth. All right. This word. Or it says, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. All right. And Esau is going to be destroyed at the coming of Hamashiach Yahweh Shah. It says, even him whose coming is after the working of Shaitan, Satan, with all power and signs and lying wonders. All right. And with all deceivableness of unrighteousness in them that perish, because they receive not the love of the truth, that they might be saved. So it's going to be a lot of people that actually fall for those signs and lying wonders. All right. And some of those lying wonders is pretty much the AI. People are actually going to fall for that. All right. And they're also going to fall for that charagma. You see. Let's get that too. This is Revelation chapter 13 and verse 16. Sorry, verse 15. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. All right. And that image is going into the system. It says, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a charagma in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy